No te quiero herir, solo quiero acariciar. Blessings. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Hola. Hola, chica. Uy. Dame tu querer que solo quiero enamorarme. No te quiero herir, solo quiero acariciarte. No te quiero herir, solo quiero acariciarte. I love you too. Shit, I be cracking myself. It's a whole different topic. Find out that Moon Oracle deck, 2 cards are missing. Two cards are missing from that deck. Which is very interesting. Why? Because I noticed 2 cards are missing from the Moon Oracle deck after getting the Black Moon Lilith deck. And for me, that signifies a whole lot. A whole lot. Where I was about to even purchase us another one, but I paused on that for a bit. I said, hold up. Because the way my life plays out is as cosmic as the cosmos could ever be, and then beyond that. But yo, I literally looked through all of my decks. I have about, I'll say 30 around there, probably more than that, which is it's a whole other topic. But when I realized that I'm noticing that those cards are missing because of the reading from yesterday, and then the fact that it's after having the Black Moon Lilith deck in my presence. Now, the thing with the Black Moon Lilith and the moon itself, Rod Hayes even mentioned this perfectly too. Our ancestors, the feminines, the women who were able to put a pause on their menstrual cycle, has a lot to do with that Lilith, Black Moon Lilith energy, where they have more power and control over their body. And I'm noticing the way the energy has been turning up and out is definitely making sense to furthermore why I may not order that. I may get it, but there's another version of it if I do order it. But I'm gonna still play out this vibe and see, you know, because that was very interesting. And the fact that the card that is missing, the other one that's missing, I didn't check to see. I didn't look through it that deeply to see, okay, this one's missing. But the one that I know that's missing is the new moon in Capricorn. So the way I see that is on some, first of all, welcome everyone. I am Goddess, High Priestess, Empress Ava La Pantera. I'm gonna start this over, but here you are, here we are. Let's get into it. So yesterday's message, right? I told y'all I was going on a hunt for that new moon in Capricorn card that's missing from that Moonology Oracle deck, which it still is, along with another card. And I realized that there's another card missing because I was looking through, looking forward, counted the cards. There's 44 cards in that deck. I only have 42. So, Ruby. Yo, major shout out to Ruby. It's always coming through. The cash app this woman here be sending. Much love to you. Infinite abundance to you. Always, always listen. Extremely grateful. Okay? Gratitude, my love. So, which is interesting because I was going to even ask you if there's a deck that you love to use that you would want me to get, Ruby. I love that you actually are here. Okay, even better. So I'm looking for this card and I'm realizing, hold up. Noticing these cards are missing after having the Black Moon Lilith deck, which means all in its purest form is it's the essence of the divine feminine primordial energy is unstoppable. It's here. It won't be stopped. So this allows each and every body amongst humanity, whoever is willing and accepting of this energy that's coming in, will be able to present themselves into her cubicle. The fuck? Anyway, into a space. Somebody's at work listening to this. Okay. Where you enter into a space that allows you to, your entire mind, body, and soul to be scanned by source and all that is, and just wipes you on out of anything that is not allowing you to live your greatest life, especially with that Venus and Pluto conjunction in Aquarius. The way Pluto operates is it destroys the fuck out of whatever energy it's sitting in, and that area of your life has to do with the house that it's transiting in. It destroys whatever it has to destroy so that way you can experience the power, the bliss, and abundance from what could get in your way from achieving that. Blessings, beloved. Welcome, honey. It's the transformation for me. So, remember, as I was stating to y'all yesterday in that message, if y'all listened to the whole thing, if you didn't, whenever you have the moment, go ahead and do so. But the main thing about that is the fact that Pluto's in Aquarius, right? And it's in conjunction to Venus, also in Aquarius, obviously. That's what a conjunction is when they're in the same sign. Now, Venus has to do with the way you allow yourself to receive love, experience love, see the beauty in life. It's really connected to the energy of acceptance. Oracle of the Unicorns. Okay, okay. I got you. I'll get that one. Oh, that's adorable. Okay. So, with Venus in conjunction to Pluto right now in the sign of Aquarius, it's about being innovative. It's also about connecting to the cosmos or astrology and things of that nature. So the fact that you have this conjunction going on with Mercury retrograde, and then you also have a Cazimi, which is when a planet is in the heart of the sun. So Mercury is in Sagittarius, where the sun is also in Sagittarius in the same degree. That causes a Cazimi when the planet and the sun align at the same degree in the heart of it. So some of you may even notice that today you decided you wanted to tap into some type of information or read a new book. Speaking of new books, okay? My books came in. My books came in from King Simon, okay? It came in days ago, but I haven't checked my mailbox since before my solar return. But my books are here that were long overdue. So Infinite gratitude to King Simon and again Saturn's daughter, because he did give us that discount watching that live. So if you haven't, you may want to go watch it. Not that you may, you better go watch it. Okay, so let's look at this. Venus, Pluto conjunct. Pluto's about to destroy everything that doesn't allow you to see love based off the way it's placed in your natal chart in connection to the energy that it's in now, Aquarius, which does have to do with bigger groups of people, social groups, innovation, harmony, humanitarianism, things of that nature. So, listen, when you talk about what a time to be alive, this is that energy coming in terms of you're able to see the order of the way things are moving out and through, and new things are coming towards you or into your life. Pluto's going to destroy everything based off the message we were talking about yesterday. You've learned growing up that influence the type of connections or groups of people, one-on-one relationships you stepped into from the moment that you had the authority within yourself to say you want to do this because this is something you enjoy or you find attractive or whatever the case may be. Now, this same exact conjunction, if I'm not mistaken, was occurring around February, early this year. So you could even take a peek around February to see if there was anything that came to the surface, which not if, pretty sure it did, that has to do with you seeing the way you connect to people, the way you receive love, and who you allow yourself to receive it from. Okay? Because a lot's going to change. There are going to be situations where it's just mad shit because Neptune's about to go into Aries. So, let's see. Okay. It's a situation where you're going to be encountering a lot of different scenarios of different energetic vibes of people. And some of it may have to do with the people that you would decide to connect with in the past. Now, if there's something that is coming back from the past or is attempting to show up in your reality, that's the moment you want to ask yourself immediately, what do you sense within your gut that is telling you about this vibration, this frequency within this person or surrounding this person that's coming towards you? Is it something that empowers you or does it drain you? Because the initial connection you had, even if this was years ago, you had the same response to it. But there wasn't that spiritual evolution that you have now. Even if somebody wasn't on quote unquote a spiritual journey, that energy is still there. Where people are realizing, hold up, what? Why? Boy, I'm gonna tell you something right now. This is not the time. If you are the person, let me help some of y'all out real quick. If you are the person that is attempting to reconnect with a Sag or an Aries, take heed. As far as think about it. Think about it first, okay? Because with all these planets and doing this retrograde dance and some of these things are in the fire element, the energy is a little snappy. Some of y'all may actually require that type of interaction just so you can see more about your worth, especially if it's someone of a fire element that's at a low vibration. And for some of you, even if they're at a higher vibration, this is where if There's a person out here listening to this, and you are attempting to reconnect with the fire sign that's at a higher vibe, and they either disconnect from you on some ghosting type of energy, or say something where they put you in your feelings. It's probably because, you know what I'm saying, the shit lined up where you actually deserve to hear that then and there. And it's okay. Get over it. Okay? Get through the shit. So you can go over to the next thing in your life. Okay? It's alright. So just have to be make that clear. And the reason why I'm saying those two, because everybody knows Sag is blunt. Aries energy, don't give a fuck. Aries does not give any two fucks, not even one. They are the epitome of trusting their gut when, even if they're not aware that that's what they do, they do it anyway. So, but yeah, there's a lot going on, and it's really helping the collective overall to really connect to what it is you desire, especially when it comes to the way you receive love right now. The fact that Pluto is in a conjunction with Venus. Now, what else? Don't force anything at this time, because you have, anytime you notice that Mars is in Leo while Pluto is in Aquarius, do not force anything at that moment. Don't do it, because Pluto is going to give you a run for your money. Now, Mars is the lower octave of Pluto. Mars and Pluto connect to both Aries and Scorpio. There goes that again, Aries energy. But everything is happening for the betterment of the self. Just know that's the purest fact right now, that everything is happening for the betterment of all. As it's happening, you know what I'm saying, the experience could feel a little fucked up at the moment. Okay? Because Pluto, all right, is getting you into your authentic space. So if you know there's certain things you're supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to you just being you, no shame, no guilt, none of that, Pluto gonna make sure it cleanses you completely out from anything that will refrain you from doing that. All right, so yeah. See, that's also another part of the way I channel messages or do readings. This energy's been coming up, but it comes up in different ways, but still with the same energy as far as this is the lesson, but these are the answers. You know what I mean? So one thing I'll suggest, and moving forward, always suggest, that when you listen to messages that are being channeled by any reader, and you may hear them say one thing one moment and say another thing another moment, remember this always. They are reading energy. It's not always the same people that is connecting to them or that they can feel vibrationally. So verbiage may change. You know what I'm saying? The context of the message may change. Where my ears beeping. So loud that pause. 6:20, 18:20. Yeah. What's 1620? Horned bull. As we're speaking about that, the bull Taurus, someone you could be stubborn in the way you perceive information, but allow yourself to be a little bit more flexible. Gratitude, source. I appreciate, love you, source. So yeah, and that's another thing too. A lot of the information of what's changing for you and the way it's manifesting is going to come a lot faster, especially through technology, because it's Pluto and Aquarius. So you can literally see where you're going. It's on some shit where, no, I'm not even going front. Where your phone is literally your wand right now. Your phone is literally your wand. I mean, that's been happening for a while though, where you notice you don't type shit about whatever it is that you're thinking ever until this moment, because it's especially when it comes to a download that obviously you've never really typed this into your phone for your phone to give you suggestions about some shit. But you go into your phone without typing anything, you're getting suggestions about what you've been processing, thinking, and then that makes it a thought. So let's rewind that a bit. Your tool of alchemy right now is your phone. So manifestation is going to come a lot faster. Synchronicities about that manifestation is going to come a lot faster. Just be more aware as to what it is you're calling in now. Give it a go. Test it out. Test it out. I'll say test it out the next 21 days. Test it out. And for some of you, that's also the reminder from the other message about giving to yourself for the next 21 days from that message. Where are you now when it comes to that energy? Are you still giving to yourself? If not, get back on it. You got to start in 21 days over though. Especially if you let up a bit. Even if you felt as though that you were doing something, but if somebody pissed you off, that's what I mean about the 21 days and doing the work and giving to yourself what you might give to others. Give yourself that energy of what you may give to another, but from a low vibration, turn that shit up and give it to yourself. Give yourself the love. If somebody won't piss you off, give yourself the love. Because guess what? Yo, you know what? Even more so, speaking into that, this lady posted on TikTok today, why does she have 5 children and wants another one, but doesn't remember the experience of the other 5? As painful as it is, she wants another one. Beautiful goddess. Beautiful melanated goddess. And we had that too. And she asked her wand, Siri, which is an I, different topic. And Siri said, why is that? Siri gave her one word, oxytocin. And the way she expressed it was that happiness or that release of oxytocin can literally can put you through a process of amnesia when it comes to pain. Of course, my Sagittarius ass done seen that and said, there you go. That's the purest explanation of love as the highest frequency and how it can cure all. I haven't had my child yet. However, I understand the type of pain that comes with that. Okay? Cramps is training, that's training for that. Even if it's just mild for some, even if it's mild, that whole experience, you know what I'm saying? I said, Huh. So this is why when you conquer your demons, that puts you into a space of being bitter, frustrated, angry, all this other extra shit, stressed out. This is why and when you would come out of alignment, because that oxytocin is not being released, which is why that even explains more the faultiness of saying good morning. Unless someone passed away the previous night, that good morning should not be coming out of anyone's mouth. If you really want to take it a little bit further, it shouldn't even come out of anybody's mouth if someone transcended the previous day. Because that's another reason why the essence of death and the physicality of it is so prominent on this planet. And if you don't know, I am a white world bridger in Galactic signature, which is sealing the store of death. So when it comes to that in-between process, it really determines a whole lot in terms of what happens next. Because I keep getting this energy of life expectancy and how short it is. Those of us who experience that with loved ones and what we're supposed to remember, that is quote unquote something learned, but it's something you're supposed to remember about the ways of changing that. Now, the ways of changing that and remembering that, it's not a task for the faint of heart at all, because it's very easy to come across this knowing within yourself about the way energy actually operates, and you not say, why couldn't I do this before for this person, but this person and that person is the reason why you're there, why you're in that type of thought process now. You know, the chat is going in and out. Let me give it a bit. I smell baby powder randomly. I just smell baby powder. Oracle of the Unicorns. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna find the lighter. Just a moment, you guys. Hold on. Gorgeous. All right, here we are. We're back. Make sure y'all tune in with me over on TikTok so we can get that shit rolling, so we can get that energy over there and popping. Okay. All right, cause that's what we gonna do. We gonna vibe out. Okay. Hold up, where this music at? I'm gonna put my headphones on because I want to listen to music, but I still want to do y'all messages. I got you. Con la mano arriba. Why? Hopefully it don't connect over here though. It was about to. Fuck. Y'all can hear me? Beam, divide beam. Oh, this shit died too? Probably. No, it didn't. What I be doing that? No, yo. Oh, let me stop tripping. It's definitely Mercury retrograde. So I'm not about to be playing with this technology and then you ain't about to round me up. Battery is low. It was one or the other. This one probably on. Interesting. Right here. It's about to die too. That's okay. For now. Okay. Childhood. Bang, 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 bang. What's with this rabbit hole journey y'all got going on? I'm not gonna be able to do this right now because the battery is low, and I do not want to hear her tell me about the battery is low. So that's fine. Take your ass back in here. What's this rabbit hole y'all been going through? Rhetorical question, but it keeps coming up. It's the third reading live in a row where rabbit hole shows up. So okay, let's process these downloads. This is collective, but for some it may spill. It may something spill. It may feel specific. I'm seeing an oil spill, so you're going to the depths of your emotions, and this is why you're getting these downloads. And what's the soap detergent that helps, that they quote unquote use for a commercial to help with it? Dawn, a new Dawn. Yeah. Okay. These cards right here is hitting. Certain cards hit in certain moments. I'm pretty sure some of y'all know that if you have cards. But if you don't, this is why you see some of us with multiple decks, because energy is just, you know, certain days you want to listen to jazz, other days hip hop, other days reggae, soca, merengue, bachata, salsa, whatever. Classics, classical, whatever. Same shit with these decks. To an extent. No, that's exactly what it is. Rounds about. New direction, keep it moving. What's the situation? New direction, keep it moving. Controls the flow of information. This is 3 of Pisces. Hold on. Because I'm getting Jupiter and Mars, because when you go into March, those are Jupiter, Mars energy, Pisces. Controls the flow of information. Keep it moving. You control the flow of information. But it really feels as though something is tempting you. Something is tempting you. These downloads that you've been having through the rabbit hole is why this temptation is actually, it's why you have access to a certain level of temptation. Something is not tempting. You have a certain, pay attention. You have access to a certain level of temptation to recognize your alchemical process or the temperance or your temperament within that situation. Basically, you're never given more than you can handle, but what you're being given right now is exactly what you need. Because you don't need anything. It's just about you going to the depths within you and seeing how many keys that you have to have access to so many other different things specific to what allows you to evolve. And if you want to have a redirection in life, these are the depths that you have to go in within yourself to recognize your ability to change your circumstances. Because a lot of times your ability to change your circumstances is blocked because of the way you may have been raised, the way you grew up, the way you were taught certain things, and what you've retained. Because that's also the energy that we have going on now, where a lot of those situations, especially in the way you receive love, because for you to receive love is also connected to you experiencing the greatest version of your life. But if you are blocked from receiving that, or you're disconnected from your heart chakra, now you're always in this energy until you decide to rise to the occasion, sizzle that shit, sizzler, until you're ready to rise to the occasion and no longer allow yourself to burn yourself out on whatever it is that it's supposed to be perfectly cooked up for you to just taste the amazingness of life. But if you sit there too long on that fire, you know the rest. Yeah, Mercury is definitely in the heart of the sun. I have that as a placement in my chart. A Mercury Kazemi energy. Usually, well, it depends. But if your Mercury and Sun in the same sign, same degree, yeah, that's a Kazemi. which gives you this heightened sense of perception, communication, and I would say a network to your soul. What's the situation though? Y'all ready? That shit with them 2 cards missing out that Moon Oracle deck is amazing, actually. I'm not even gonna hold you. The shit is... Because me personally, I read everything. Nothing is a coincidence. If you were... Okay. If any of y'all ever receive the opportunity to be around me, even if it's for 24 hours, I don't just read cards. I read everything. Everything. I didn't even know that shit was on that way. It's anyway. 6:43. I read everything. I remember one time it was a person that was tapped in, that is tapped in, and they were saying something, and I responded, and the response came with the car honking. I said, see? They say, yo, you really do be reading everything. Yeah, because everything around us is speaking to us. You just got to pay attention, but also be mindful as to what it is you're paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? Because you're paying. Which means you're giving your energy. You're exchanging, you know what I'm saying? The vibes with whatever it is that is around you. I just choose to exchange vibes with whatever's going to give me the purest answer connected to my heart chakra. Does that mean that there are things that you would have to do because of the programming that we were raised up on? There's certain things you would have to do that may make you feel as though you're the only one in this world moving that way? Yes. Which is why I be telling y'all, make sure you get with me on TikTok so we can have these conversations so y'all can grow y'all fucking channel. Do whatever it is y'all got to do. We all can win out here, okay? That's what the fuck this shit is designed for. It's fruitful and abundant. Earth is fruitful and abundant. The level of dimensions within one dimension. Just within here. But the collective is beginning to see that it's not just one. There's a lot more within the one. But the one... Okay. Before I go into that, I want to see why is Earth the one? We did this, we went down this path before. Hold on. Now I'm getting hot. Philosopher's Stone. This is the Sabian symbol for Libra, 29 degrees if you have that. In your chart, it speaks to a part of you that's able to read through parables. What was I just asking? Fuck. Why is it the one? I'm gonna ask the question now. I literally went through that. Anyway, the previous reading that we did, this one came out also. So, okay. Why is Earth the one? Because the question in the other live was, what's the problem? Because I felt as though I was talking to someone I love and they were going through a situation, don't have anyone to speak to, and was asking, what's the problem? On some, who the fuck we gotta go? Who the fuck I gotta go get? Not we, who the fuck I gotta go get? Okay? I do this shit my motherfucking self. Who the fuck I gotta go get? Okay. That's it. That's that Mars and Aries in 9th house. Shit. I'll be ready to perform an exorcism on anything or anybody or anyone. That goes to show you the attachment that humanity does have when it comes to demons, in a way that it has power over them when they're supposed to be actually working for them the same way the angels do. But people are not connected to the angles within themselves or the light within themselves. So this is why everything else that is controlled by the angels, or the angels controls the human. That's exactly why. Why is Earth the one? The Agarthans. This is the house of the Agarthans. This is the house of the Agarthans. Okay. Because this reminds me of a message where this guy was talking about that the chosen ones have to leave wherever they reside. Wherever they reside, wherever their roots are from the time that they enter this world, or wherever they were raised. And this is something the Agarthans do. They don't come here to Earth unless they have to go back home to fix something, or there's just some type of event that is going on that requires them to go back home. Nephilim. Oh, definitely a giant. There are giants here. I feel as though they... Oh, shit. Okay. No joke, though. No, I'm not even playing right now. Only because... Let me just put it this way. You got the Agarthans, the Nephilim, the number 115, Capricorn energy. And we're asking Earth, we're asking about why is Earth the one, and these two energies come out. And it gives Capricorn. It's the lesson of those remembering that they are the giants, the New York Giants. Something very significant about New York, and speaking into this Mars energy, as we've been talking about it for just a bit. When you look at the planets connected to that, Mars is very strong when it comes to New York. Look at all of those buildings. All of that Ogun energy, the metal, things of that nature that you can use for war type of thing. Kind of didn't want to say that, but it's okay. Why is Earth the one? It's the place of manifesting, multi-dimensional perception, and attunement. Have some of y'all, if you haven't, watch Interstellar. It'll make a lot more sense to you. Interstellar, The Matrix, all of them are basically documentaries. Those are the only two that's coming up right now. Are basically documentaries you would want to see listed as movies every time you go through a different shift within your reality. Because the shit's going to appear differently every time. Every time. I tested this shit out myself. Every time. Because where the movie ends in Interstellar is on Saturn. Capricorn ruled by Saturn. That's showing up here, 115. Agarthans, Nephilims, giants. There's something about people that are very tall. They haven't, there's some of them that haven't been awakened, but they are awakening now. People that are very tall, whether this is physically or energetically, but I'm getting the energy of physically and within their spirit energetically. They are very tall. And it's not something that you normally see. It's not something you normally see because they're usually the ones that are used. Capricorn energy, Saturn 10th house, I use. They're usually the ones that are used to get people to feel a certain way, to invest in what it is that they're doing. And because they're not the normal height per se, people are intrigued by their presence, so people invest in that. Just as far as the practical version of what's coming through here, in connection to the ethereal version of it, as far as these giants that are within this realm, but doing other things. They are awakening, but they're in a position that, oh, this is chess than any other. This is playing chess. Gosh. Okay. So, There has been a game of chess going on in terms of very tall athletes in a position that when they awaken, their frequency of awakening is very similar to what you see here. You see these bubbles? These bubbles are more so connecting to the energy of source, where now, let's say if we were to personify source the way people personify God when it's in nature, that energy of source is being personified within those vessels, and it's viewing way more from a closer distance than higher above or wherever it may be. From a distance, it's looking at things much closer because it's within these tall vessels. That could be a message that's very specific. So there could be something going on within the NBA or the WNBA. High jumpers, any athlete that is extremely tall, or anybody that is athletic and extremely tall. Now, when I say tall, I'm talking about women 6 feet and up, men 6'6" and up is what I got clearly. Because 6'5" is sort of that can make the mark, but not too much. I mean, it can, but I feel as though the reason why that's not making the cut right now in this energy is because that's already been going through a process of awakening. So something about the energy of those that are 6'6" and up, if they're a male figure, and 6 feet and up as a woman. What is it? They're vegans, 23, speaking of basketball, Jordan. Oh, shit. Okay. Jordan, metaphysically speaking, come through, source. Come the fuck through. Let me go to my metaphysical Bible. Hold up. What is the significance of Jordan? The Jordan symbolizes this current in the instance of healing of Naaman, the Syrian, who thought that he could just as well wash in the rivers. I needed something else. Not that. Let me actually go to where it's at, because that's connected to a different definition, metaphysical definition of another word. 1 second. Let's get to J. Jordan, the descender, the descending one, the south flowing down abundantly, dispenser from above. Metaphysical. There is a stream of thought constantly flowing through the subconsciousness, the south flowing, made up of thoughts, good, bad, and indifferent, which is typified in scripture by the river Jordan. In other words, it is the life flow of thought through the organism from head to feet. In man's ignorant and unredeemed state, it is muddy with sense concepts and turbulent with materiality. The Jordan, flowing of judgment, can also be said to represent that place in consciousness where we are willing to meet the results of our thoughts face to face. The sooner the student of truth comes to the conclusion that the subconscious realm of mind, which one is most concerned in bringing to light, is under control of divine mind, the more quickly one will set into activity in the body by the inherent demands of the I am, and shapes itself according to the play of thoughts and words upon it. Y'all see what the fuck we just did there? In that order. 1, 2, 3. which is also Aquarius energy. That's Venus in Aquarius, which is where it's at. Huh. Okay. We just talked about that too. So something about even if, okay. Women 6 feet and up, men 6'6" and up. Very significant phase happening. What is, okay. Obviously this shit ain't for everybody. I'm just channeling right now at this point. Yeah, I guess, yeah, we are. Shadow self. Shame is coming out 2 days in a row. Came out yesterday because that shadow self card says denial, projecting, and shame. There's so much more that I can read. Okay. From this passage here. This thought stream has to be crossed. Let me go from, in man's ignorant and unredeemed state, in man's ignorant and unredeemed state, it is muddy with sense concepts and turbulent with materiality. What is? The life flow of thought through the organism from the head to the feet. This thought stream has to be crossed before the children of Isis, Ra, El, man or mind. Is sacral root energy. Back to Ra, the sun, solar energy. El, the soul that dwells within the heart space. Okay. This thought stream has to be crossed before the children of Israel can go over into the promised land. Before the, what is the promised land? Heaven. This is why, y'all ever notice when y'all tell somebody, I promise you, whether a person is lying, the consequences of what has been promised come stat. That shit just, it arrives in a way that is just, meet, shit is fast, okay? Quick as fuck. Now, what is happening? Anyway, this thought stream has to be crossed before the children of Israel. See, here's the thing. Why does it say children of Israel? Specifically children. Why is it saying children? Why is that coming out right now? Because as a child, okay, when it comes to the energy of your pineal and your pituitary gland, they're much more expansive until you're infiltrated of the system that first begins with your parents, if they're not aware, and then later on with all of the fucking schooling, the dunce ass schooling that occurs within this education system. It literally sounds as though it's fucking medication, but education and medication, the way it's handled out here, is pretty much the same. Because the true definition of education is educare. It comes from the word, the Italian word or the Latin word educare, which means to bring out. Don't you go to school and they pouring shit into you? They're not bringing out anything that you come with. Which is why when you see these children that are homeschooled, they're well more advanced. They speak different languages. People feel as though, oh, they're not going to have a connection to society. They don't have to. Not this fucking society that we do. Connection to that? When they're homeschooled, you don't even have to tell them not to have a connection to that because they just won't. Because the shit is not, that's not it. It's not it. But when you put people through a school to make them believe, step them away from their knowing, that shit ain't it. Okay. This thought stream has to be crossed before the children of Israel can go over into the promised land, before the true, real thoughts of the organism can enter into divine substance and life in the subconsciousness. This stream of thought is also known as the adverse mind or the adversary, or what they call the devil. See, when you hear about the devil, okay, in the Helios Biblios or Bible, is speaking to you, the life you lived probably ages ago that you still got with you now, and until you clear it out, you're going to keep coming back here. I mean, it's really not much, it's not about that here is right or wrong. It's just, once again, this is the place of multidimensional perception and manifesting. Because when you go into a different realm or a different planet, manifesting multidimensional perception, you don't need that. That's the automatic life of it. So obviously, a lot of the souls that are here came rushing into this motherfucker, wanting to experience something different without knowing what's happening or how easy it is. Not even knowing how easy it is, because it's normal to think and to have a thought and manifest it in a whole different planet. You don't have to wait days. It's on some, you love this person, they knocking on your door the next second, millisecond. That type of energy somewhere else. That shit can get boring after a while. Okay. This stream of thought is also known as the adverse mind or adversary. When the adverse thought is removed, it expresses as the life current. I'm not going to read any more of this because obviously there's something else going on. But I'll get back to that when we're supposed to. But I'll get to this. The sooner the student of truth comes to the conclusion that the subconscious realm of mind, which one is most concerned in bringing to light, is under control of divine mind, the more quickly one will set into activity in the body the inherent qualities of spirit or the power of the breath. Because that's the only reason why you know someone is living, because they're breathing. Now, a lot of people are not taking heed to situations in their life where they are living and they actually get to say, but I can't breathe in this situation. That's nothing to play with. However, we take it to a higher perspective, or the way I would take it to a higher perspective if I encounter this type of person, is more so of either this is a soul that when it transcended previously, that is in that person's vessel, didn't cross over, and now it's in this person's body, or this person has a different role in terms of understanding, understanding, to have an overstanding with the collective when it comes to the process of death. The first scenario, that's a person cursed. Yeah, that would be a person that's cursed. Yeah, that's definitely what that is. But the second one is gifted. But they move as though they're cursed until they realize that this is a gift. You know what I mean? Somebody has a daughter. This little girl, she's really sticking out right now randomly. Somebody's daughter, she's between the ages of, let's say, 2 and 4. 1 and 4. 1 in 4. She could be 2 or 3. But she's way older than that. She's not old. She's not from here. Look at her. Look at her. She's in a Garthen. That child is in a Garthen, for sure. She's huge. So some of you have children that are actually giants, specifically girls, baby girls that are actually giants. She has the angel strand, a legit angel strand, DNA strand within her vessel. It's much stronger than when you say, as far as the collective could have that earth angel frequency, but this one here, way beyond that. Way beyond that. Talk to me, baby. She not playing. She not out here playing. I've never seen this card come out of reverse. She know the heart chakra of her bloodline is fucked up. She's in a Garthen, literally. It literally showed 1. She's in a Garthen. She said, I'm in a Garthen. I am in a Garthen. No one's going to intimidate me because upright is intimidation. Or she could be an Arcturian. A wisdom keeper. See the heart energy showing up? This little girl is protecting a lot. This little girl is protecting a lot. See, the way this message started is because this is a message specifically for a certain group of people. You have an expansive mind. You come from a lineage of women that have an expansive mind. Look at her head. See her head? Not just the hair, because the hair can do that too, but it's her head. Ooh, talk to me. What up? What up? So she's not a Lyran. She's not a Lyran, but she is a star seed. Where you come from? Where are you from? This one came out. I mean, the Garthens is 1. She's from Venus. Wow. This little girl is a Venusian. 23 and 1. That is there. And the Garthens do give off that energy of... So, you may have a child that's a girl who's extremely sensitive. Embrace that. Nurture that. It's at a level that it's at because if she even just for a little bit or just for a moment peek through the curtains of this bullshit, now we're talking about tsunamis in this motherfucker. Yeah. Or this could be some of you where the little girl with the... Look at these waterfalls in the back. These waters are not the same waters that are here on this planet. Now, it is because this is within the core or the inner earth energy. This is inner earth energy. So if it begins to explode, tsunami, it'll flood this shit out. So this is why during this Pluto in Aquarius, the next 19 to 20 years, the co-creation of children is going to decrease because the ones that are coming in ain't fucking around. We already had a Pluto and Aquarius, and it's the result of it is the world and the perception that humanity has, that a lot of us today are breaking generational curses. It's further than that, but it has become a lot more concentrated and precise since the 1700s up until now. Because it was in that sign, Pluto and Aquarius, when America got its independence. Look at that, 77. It was probably, I think, what's that, 1977, 76, whatever the fuck that is? Don't quote me on history. I could give a fuck about his story. Okay. Just, the fuck is, what's all the noise for? What's all the noise for? I knew this type of energy was gonna come out. The way the energy was moving yesterday. Yeah. You could sense it too within my face. Something cooking. Syrians. I felt that too. Not so much a Lyran, but more so connected to Syrians. Although there's still a connection between the two, but precisely Venus and Assyrian. 1924 could be of significance here for some of you, where you may have a child that people tell you or reminds them of this grandparent, especially if she's a girl. I just feel that with this energy we're speaking to, this little girl is between the ages of 1 and 4. Today. What's this? 17. All out, she's 3. And I'm hearing that dog growl again. As we talk about Syrians, the dog star. See what I mean about her energy being very calm? This is not just some random little girl. It's not. She got a whole fire element upside down. That's lava. I'm see, because it's water. It's, well, because it's lava. Let's just put it that way. It's lava. Why are these cards coming out in reverse is what's tripping me out just a little bit. 7. She doesn't have a past life. So it's not so much a new soul, but this is an ascended master. Okay. Because Ouroboros on this card speaks of infinity, eternal, and past life. She doesn't have a past life. Not here, at least. Not on this planet. Definitely from Venus, though. She's a Syrian. The Syrian energy keeps coming out. Very intelligent. Say that. Very sensitive. They're fire. Child. This child. Or if you don't have children and you find that it's a girl, that's who she is. That's what we speaking to right now. Okay. Let me switch the energy because gotta let baby girl do what she gotta do. A Maca baby's gotta do what a Maca baby's gotta do. Now we need to look into why this deck is moving the way it's moving. How about that? Let's find out why our Moon Oracle deck is moving the way it's moving. Okay, because many flowing parts controls the information. Keep moving. It's the time to be figuring this shit out. So we gonna perfect timing. Just as it says right there, perfect timing. What's that? Mary Magdalene. Of all the cards that could you know what I'm saying? It could have been a whole nother plan. Black Moon Lilith and Pisces. Divine Loyal Goddess, Black Moon Lilith and Pisces, and Ascent, Surrender. And behind that, honor your boundaries against the... You could have had a whole nother planet, but look at the planet behind her. Okay. So the moral of this story is, okay, the reason why them cards is missing, because they may not even be where I'm at right now. Them shits could have been missing for a minute, depending on where it's at. And I have to figure out what's the other card that is missing, though. I'll do that for another live, so I'm not looking through the cards here with y'all and shit. But Dragon, what's good, baby? Let's go into these other cards, because we already got the message that fast from there. That's something still cooking. Let it cook, okay? I'm gonna let that shit do what the fuck it's doing right now. Cause that's a first, honestly. That's a first. 722. The last time I was talking about this today, it was 622. Yeah, that's 13 right there. 1322. As we dancing. I'm done. All right, Source, stop playing. I mean, I know you're not playing, but okay. On your toes. Effort required, talent, repetition, owning the skill, laser focus, sapphire. Ooh, stamina, endurance, effort required. When it comes to honing a skill, things are going to keep you on your toes as it relates to your mental force, spiritual insight, wise judgment, and divine favor. You are to be revered. Something about this card coming up after this, you don't got to explain to people why you're leaving. You can just leave. It's not going to change anything. You can just leave. It seems as though the level of respect, the way this thing over here, smoking and booming, all in my face. Do you have a message? Oh, so now you want to back up. Cute. I mean, that is on too. Fine print. 7 of Virgo. Read between the lines. Double check. Hidden information. Deep dive. Pay attention. Something to... Okay. Develops over time. Purify. Cultivation. A still. Okay. Spirit speaks. What's the message? Don't say that. Okay. No, that's crazy. Not crazy, but okay. Hold on. It's not this one. It's these two. Leo Pisces 89. August 9th, September 8th. Hot air balloon and a cross. It's feeling amazing with you heeding the call. Ascension. I saw that word so many times today. Along with guardian angel. And what was it, 1527? For some of you, you can have the guardian angel either born January 27th, May 27th, or March the 27th. Curtain call. That's the card that was actually in reverse, but it's up right now. You're being called to be applauded. They said, show yourself. 86, August 6th. Leo energy, show yourself. You could be a Leo, sun, moon, rising, natal, or progressed. Show yourself. Emptiness shows up in reverse. Wherever you are now, you are home. Something about this season, because that's the energy of Sagittarius. Wherever Sagittarius goes as a traveler, it feels as though it's home. So it could have something to do with travel low. So a road trip, train. It's not a flight though. It's not a flight. 7/8/98, August 7th or July 8th of 98 could be of significance. 93 as well. Emotional pain. Some of you are deciding to take a trip. Okay. Some of you are deciding to take a trip, either a road trip or on a train. You're not taking the flight because it's something about clearing out the lower realms of your chakras. Look at that book burning. Clearing out the stories is a chess play. We just spoke about this earlier too. You're making a chess move by the way you are, what's the fucking word? Transporting yourself from one place to another. The means of transportation that you are taking is symbolic of the clearing that you're doing, especially if it's long distance. Changing the narrative due to consequences of actions. I just saw somebody pull over on some what the fuck as they're listening to. This may not be now, but I just saw that though. Clear as day. Somebody literally just pulled over on some and looking to see if I'm around them or some shit. Well, sort of. Not really. And then you have eclipse. 2, 3, 5, 23, 5, and 5, 55, a change. Something changes, and it's all for celebration. 44, 444. Ooh, because had you gone a different route, you're being protected from, you see them handcuffs. That was a lot. Now I have to clarify that. What's the handcuffs? It better be. It better be was whatever's at the forefront of your mind that you are keeping yourself away from. But it's actually what you have to go towards to. It's not in your comfort zone, especially if it has to do just with yourself and the evolution of yourself without anyone's validation. You escape a tower moment because that's the tower card that fell on the ground in reverse. Because you, wow. Okay. The tower in reverse, or you're being warned about something to take a different route, but follow your heart. The route that you're supposed to take follows your heart. Yeah, you may have to go in a different direction. It may feel as though it's a burden, but that's the path you want to take. It's not, it's okay. For some, it's a burden because it's not something you're most comfortable doing because you don't know what's next. What's behind it? This is what's next, though. A new beginning. Prosperity actually begins when you take that route. Shit, the Tower card in reverse. Show me that. Let's keep it here. Yeah, it's closing out a cycle of betrayal, overthinking. The influence of self-sabotaging thoughts may not even be your own self-sabotage type of thinking, but it's something that's been projected, but you not recognizing what's going on. You made it yourself. You made it you. What is the Tower in reverse? There goes the Tower upright. This is a foreshadowing experience right now. This message that's coming through. Page of Swords. What's the Tower in reverse? The Nine of Coins. You not choosing to be independent in something. Being comfortable is not being independent. But you avoid a tower once you step into your independence. What's the Three of Coins? Once you, you have to go within yourself You do going within yourself, but that doesn't mean that you're by yourself. You're not by yourself. You are by yourself, but there's something by yourself. You're leaving something that is by yourself, that keeps you in a split mindset. There's a lack of communication. 8 of Wands came out sideways. Knight of Wands. Sagittarius. Both of these are Sagittarius cards, but Mercury's in Sagittarius right now. And that's a Mercury and Sagittarius card, the 8 of Wands. Something's more than... Okay, so what's coming to the surface is what you have been seeing clearly, but you're seeing it clearly now. What is this? Someone is not an ally. Page of Wands. King of Coins. Earth sign who is wealthy but lazy. There's something about this earth sign attaining their wealth through others needing their help. It's an oxymoron. There's that. It's fucking moron. Now I feel as though I gotta sneeze, but it's not gonna come out. Please, not right now. 7 of Cups. This person got a lot of money. Whoever this is you connected to at this point, or something in regards to stability and finances, is as to why you're not making the move away from it when it's actually keeping you handcuffed in prison, staying there. You got options, but what is reciprocating the energy that you would feel when you're doing something you truly love and have passion for? It turns you on, not even on some you with another person, but because you're so passionate about this thought, this action, this thing that you're doing, you don't really require anything else in your life. What brings you joy? There's that. The Sun card, the best card in the deck. And the Knight of Swords. Something is opposing you just to show you your strength. So you're in a bout. You're in a roundabout. That's crazy, bro. Or you sparring. Some of y'all sparring with your future. You in a whole boxing ring sparring with your future. But in your actual reality, you're asking people to spare you. You may not even be really saying that, but this could be you or people around you. Either way. Don't make it fit, but take what resonates. That's where this shit come in and play even more so. You know what I mean? That's wild. I really don't have anything else for y'all right now. I mean, I could keep going, but it's just... Yeah, I got the message. 7:37. I myself even in a position right now where, because I get reminded of certain signs and certain energies of what needs to be wiped out, and certain things you have to confront head on. And the energy may feel as though, oh, we can create another contract or create another bond. No, I'm showing up in your presence because it's time for you to get the fuck out. It's time for you to go. And so much so, not even moving in a way that is seen as disrespectful towards the person. It's just more so being the observer. Because don't you hear that often? The eyes are the windows to the soul. So these soul stealers, infiltrators, you found the right one. You found what you wanted to receive, but you ain't know you was going to receive it. It's okay. For me, probably not for that, but what it ain't for the other side, it's none of my business. I just know I'm here to handle. You fuck around, you will find out. That's my role. That's the role I play. The finding out part. And that's done with love. Because again, it's through observation. Oh, okay. Oh. Mm. Hmm. Okay. Fatima. Welcome, beloved. But yeah, y'all, that's your message. Have a blissful evening. And I'll see y'all next time. Ciao. Adios.